He was initially cited for allegedly taking unauthorized photographs. I mean, when you see the space we're talking about, just imagine, 24 feet of, I don't know, literally it's 24 feet, but it's a huge sidewalk in front of this huge open gate, big gate. It's like being arrested because you were taking photos outside the White House. 50, way outside the gates of the White House. It's just unbelievable. We also have another case that I'm kind of outraged about. I am outraged about. We've been representing a 78-year-old veteran, a variety of issues for several years now, Bob Rosebrock. And Bob had been protesting the big outside the big LA facility for the VA for years, almost, I forget the number of Sundays he's been out there talking about this issue. He's been trying to kind of bear witness to the fact that this facility, which was placed there and its purpose is to provide services for homeless veterans, isn't being used for those purposes. And because he has been a problem for the VA for highlighting this issue, they've been targeting him. He was arrested improperly, in our view. They tried to put him in jail. Really outrageous stuff. And we had to defend him in a criminal trial, federal criminal trial, because over the issue whether he put a little flag, one of these small little flags that you can hold in your hand, like a T-size flag, and whether he put that flag in a fence, this giant wrought iron fence. They were willing to try to put him in jail in a federal criminal trial over it. Really outrageous stuff. So unfortunately, we had a Ninth Circuit ruling that didn't go our way, and litigation we brought related to that. Let me bring it up for me, because it was a bit of a complicated case. So it was the decision related to the granting of qualified immunity for the VA officers who arrested Bob. He's been doing, as I said, he's been highlighting this issue. It's a 380-acre facility in the heart of Los Angeles. And they granted qualified immunity, said it applied to the VA police officers who arrested Bob. And as I said in our statement, it's a miscarriage of justice that the Ninth Circuit would allow the VA police officers who arrested Rosebrock to escape accountability for their actions. The court does not appear to have even considered the compelling arguments Judicial Watch made on Rosebrock's behalf, or the trial court's reasoning in rejecting the officer's qualified immunity claim. I mean, we had a success in the lower court that said that what the officers did was so outside any reasonable analysis of what they should have done that they lost their immunity. The VA clearly holds a grudge against Rosebrock. Although a setback, the Ninth Circuit ruling is just one small skirmish, as I said, in Rosebrock's years-long struggle against the veteran homelessness and demands for VA accountability. In my view, President Trump should demand answers about who at the VA and the DOJ are responsible for perpetuating this grudge against the true American patriot, as well as answers about the VA's failed policies on veteran homelessness and continued misuse of land at the West LA VA. Qualified immunity, as you know, may be appropriate for police officers in some circumstances, but it clearly wasn't Rosebrock's case. It's the exception that proves the rule, frankly, and the Ninth Circuit clearly got it wrong. He was initially cited for allegedly taking unauthorized photographs. I mean, when you see the space we're talking about, just imagine, 24 feet of, I don't know, literally it's 24 feet, but it's a huge sidewalk in front of this huge open gate, big gate. It's like being arrested because you were taking photos outside the White House. 50, way outside the gates of the White House. It's just unbelievable. Or the Capitol, something crazy like that. He was taking unauthorized photographs of American flags on Memorial Day 2016. That's the VA for you. Arrest a veteran for doing that. The following Sundays, VA officers cited and arrested Rosebrock and seized his cameras for allegedly taking the unauthorized photographs of the officers at the same park entrance. During the June 12th arrest, Rosebrock was handcuffed, mistreated, and forced into the back of a police vehicle. He was acquitted of any wrongdoing in a criminal case, and they even appealed that acquittal. And the court found under law that the law under which Rosebrock had been charged, which expressly authorized photographs for news purposes at entrances, did not prohibit anything. So he's arrested for doing nothing. And then we filed the lawsuit, and that's what ended up before the Ninth Circuit. In their appeal, the officers argued that even if the law under which they arrested Rosebrock did not prohibit the photographs in question, they still had reason to arrest Rosebrock because, among other disingenuous claims, protest signs lying face down under a jacket constituted an unauthorized demonstration on VA property, and Rosebrock was loitering on VA property because he was at the entrance to the VA park on a Sunday afternoon without an official purpose when VA offices were closed. I mean, talk about having it in for someone. I mean, this veteran is out there every Sunday. They know what he's doing. They were very much aware of what he was doing. And it's pretty clear they concocted a reason to arrest him unlawfully. And it's too bad. And frankly, as I said, a miscarriage of justice. The Ninth Circuit's going to let him, or at this point, let them get away with it. And it was an unpublished opinion. And what does an unpublished opinion means? It means there's no precedential value. It makes it harder to appeal it, and it makes it harder to hold accountable the court for the awful opinion. So we're going to have to figure out what to do here, but this is what we do. I know we do these big cases about the FBI and Obamagate, the worst corruption scandal in American history, but then you got this other corruption. And if you're a veteran and you've had trouble with the VA, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And you've got this kind of vindictive vengeance by bureaucrats in the VA against the Vietnam War vet who is 78, who takes personal time to bear witness and do what he's allowed to do under our First Amendment outside their facility, because he knows what's going on there is a misuse of government funds and VA resources that aren't helping the veterans it's intended to help. It ought to stop. I mean, the fact that we're having to litigate this, to me, is the scandal. It's bad enough to get an adverse decision, but the fact that we're facing the Justice Department and the VA as they bring all these resources to bear against this veteran is just incredible to me. So this is the sort of work that Judicial Watch is able to do with your support, and I encourage you to continue to support it.
Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all the latest news from Judicial Watch.